Okay, here we are, first week on the road. Have you guys had a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a blast. So let's talk a little about getting on the road and some of the things we've done. So we kind of started off with a little bit of ministry before we got on the road, which was the Ranger Derby. We went down to a church in Macon that doesn't have Royal Rangers, and we set up a Ranger Derby for them. And who has a special story about that? They had a really good time. Anybody want to share anything? Micah.
I had a really good time and I made some new friends.
Yes, we did make some new friends. Yeah, what's cool is all those kids were kind of your age, but had a good time. There was a family that had a bunch of kids just like us and a band just like ours, so that was cool. All right, so then my last day of work, which was Friday, the day we went on the road, and so I got to the very, very, very last thing we did was I got to swear in a man as a police officer. His name is Michael McDowell. He's just a really good guy. We're excited to swear him in as a police officer. And then we did the final storage load, right? Woo-hoo. So all of our earthly belongings are in a 10 by 10 storage. How was that? How was loading it up, guys?
It was hard. It was awful.
I hated it. Washer was the worst.
Washer was the worst, it was. But we got everything we wanted to keep in that 10 by 10, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I thought it was pretty good. So I thought we packed it good and we got it going. Then the stuff that we didn't take to the storage unit, we took where? Where did we take the rest of the stuff? To the dump! Right? Our first big dump experience. Everybody loaded stuff up into the back of the van. We got rid of the chairs that were kind of beat up and run down. Threw them into the dump itself, at which time somebody almost fell into the dump.
Yep.
Ding, ding,
That one right there, right? So that was a little bit scary. And then that was our last day, so we had to sleep there one more night. So we took all that stuff Thursday. So we had to sleep there one more night before it was time to leave, which means we
ate on the floor.
ate on the floor. Who ate on the floor? Yep, we had to eat on the floor, and guess what else we had to do?
It was awful.
Sleep
on the floor.
It was awful. I hated it.
How was sleeping on the floor?
It was
cold.
cold. It was freezing.
Cold.
It was like me in winter.
Yeah, you guys like sleeping on the floor, though. Then we get on the road, and the first stop we made on the road was to our favorite place. Subway, right? Subway was awesome, and so we got ourselves some subs to take on the road. And then we got to Kissimmee, or to Haines City, where we're going to do our conference. And we had a weird thing happen with our condos, so we had to stay in a hotel first and then go to the condos. So we stayed in this hotel, and we booked a room that had 2 beds and a pool out. And we got there, and they don't have any rooms with 2 beds and a pool out, which means we were all in one little tiny hotel room, smushed. Again, night 2 of people sleeping on the floor. Who slept on the floor at the second hotel?
Vivi.
Mom didn't make her way down to the floor. We decided it wasn't worth the bed space. So
She took it.
we did get some new Peace Officers for Christ shirts for our new adventure, and we went and teach on Saturday. So we set up on Saturday. We had a really, really good crew. So this church we went to had a shooting range in the back. So as you can see, things have changed a little bit for us. Our video stopped, and we didn't know it stopped until we got done with the full recording. So now it is Thursday evening. We're packed up. We're getting ready to leave. In the morning, one of our children is already sleeping, Viviana. So we're going to continue on because we said we would, and we're going to post the video, and it just is what it is. So let's finish up talking about. We left off. We were talking about this little country church that we had the conference at. Super great pastor, former military guy, allowed us to come in, hosted the conference for free. Micah and James made their first flag at a conference. Did it in 3 hours. It was amazing. We gave it away, and people just made donations for what they were doing. So what are you raising money for, Micah?
For the Rangers. For the Rangers. Mission to go in.
Sri Lanka, Eurasia, right? And so we got family members in Sri Lanka, so we're specifically focusing on Sri Lanka, but for Royal Rangers, we go into Eurasia. One of the cool things we did at this conference that we've never done, we just kind of did it, is I did just a 5-minute session on Royal Rangers. We had over 50 different denominations at this conference. And so we just did a 5-minute session on Royal Rangers and asked people to sign up that wanted a Royal Ranger outpost. And so we had somebody fill out a card and submit it and say they want to start Royal Ranger, so we're excited about that. So from the conference, we drove straight to the new condo that we stayed in this week, right? It was amazing. 2 bedrooms. The boys got the couch. The couch was... it was a great bed.
A big bed.
A nice, big, thick mattress. They are very thankful for that. So we had an amazing condo, an amazing experience here. We had a swimming pool, a little tiny, small swimming pool, but a great swimming pool. It was warm and refreshing. And the condo had a gym. Yeah, a workout place. James been pumping some iron. Show him the iron. Show him the muscles. Yeah, baby. Oh, there we go. Give it a little kiss.
The white muscles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
The
right.
whitey
So, boys got to do some workout. Cecily got to do some workout.
And Dad.
Next time, we're going to see if they'll let Amelia in. After the workout, we went to go see our cousins and made what we like to call the Saccenti Family Recipe. What is it? Marshmallows,
Chocolate, peanut butter, and then
peanut butter, ice cream cone toasted. We got to see our family members who are visiting from a foreign country. They're missionaries and they're here for a year to itinerate and raise funds. And then we went to their swimming pool, the condo that they're staying at.
the big one.
And this is the face of a bunch of kids who get to a giant, huge water park swimming pool. And as they put their first toe in, lightning strikes. And they all have to get out and wait till the lightning is over. So they were not happy about that. But then they played in the park. We came back to our condo and we made root beer floats.
Oh, yeah.
How were they?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Well, we had a little bit of an issue. When they went to go make our root beer float, they realized that they had forgotten to buy vanilla ice cream, which is essential for root beer floats. But they did have inside the freezer some leftover Klondike bars. And so we had root beer Klondike bars. And so some people liked it, some people didn't. But
I liked it.
You liked it? You liked it? Yeah, everybody liked it.
it.
Okay, all right. From the root beer floats, we did a visit to
Gatorland.
Gatorland. All right, yeah. All right, so Amelia, what was your favorite part about Gatorland?
The crocodile smile.
Yes, the crocodile smiling at her. Jane's favorite part about Gatorland?
The white crocodile.
What? Yes, we saw a white gator. Cecily?
I think my favorite part was all the shows.
Oh, all the boys in the shows?
No.
Oh, no, just the shows. Just the shows. Okay, yes. Let's see. We fed the crocs. We had a great time. Then we had the chance to take our favorite, not our favorite missionaries, but some really fun missionaries, the Wilsons, to Boston Lobster Feast, where we got to open up lobsters and eat lobster tail. Cecily tried a lobster. What did you think about it?
I didn't know what to eat, so I kind of just took a little bite in it.
Little bite. She tried the eyeball. It wasn't good.
I do not have eyeballs.
So
They even had lobster cars.
yes, they had some lobster cars that James went on. And now we need to tell you about the van sagas of this trip. So 1 year ago, we bought a 15-passenger van to try out. We knew we were going to go on this trip, and so we wanted to kind of get used to it. And we put some laminate flooring in it, moved the seats around, and kind of learned how to use the van. And we've been driving this thing for a year, and it's been great. Now listen, we got this bad boy, and it did not have a backup camera. And I thought, because if you have seen our minivan, you will know something about our backing capability. It is not very good. In fact, our minivan not only has a backup camera, but it also has backup sensors all around the bumper. And on every sensor is a dent from certain people in this room. And so I thought, man, we don't have the backup camera. It's going to be awful. And we've gone a year, and we've nailed it. It's been great. No dents. We've taken care of it. Super happy with the van. First night, we get to that very small hotel. And we had some mix-up with the rooms. And so I get there. It's late at night. It's not the best neighborhood. And so I think, you know what? Our door opens right up to where the parking lot is. I'm going to back the van up. And is going to be right by our door, so that's where, that would be the place where someone would break into it, is that back door of the van. And so I'm going to back it up, and it'll be right next to our door. If anybody bothers it, I'll be able to hear it. So I start backing up, and what do we hear, James?
A joke. Like.
And I hit the hotel building while I was backing up the van. So the first dent that goes into the van is this guy right here. Then later in the week, we're driving to the Ranger meeting, and I hear a ding. I look down. We got 15 miles till empty. No big deal. We're on Interstate 4. We're good to go. We can get off and get some gas. And then we start planning. We're going through the meeting and what we're going to do, and we get to talking, and everybody's laughing, and we're talking about stories. And I look down, and I have no idea how long we've been driving, but the thing says 0 miles till empty. And we're 5 miles away from the gas station. And so immediately, Sonia begins to pray, speaking in tongues, all the while in the middle of saying those things, saying, we're not going to make it, 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 right?
We're not gonna make it.
And so we made it. We made it. I filled that bad boy up. We filled it up, and it took, let me see how many, it took 23 gallons, 23.77 gallons for a van that takes 25 gallons. And so I'll just tell you, in my book, we did pretty good, I think, because I will say that we were 0.25 gallons, 0.25, we had 0.25 gallons to make it till empty. So anyways, I felt like we were okay. But everybody else was a little bit worried about it. So I lost our place on our storylines. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, so Gatorland. Oh, the next van fiasco. So in our van, it is clearly marked that our height ratio is 8 feet, 8.3 feet. And we were going to an ice cream shop, and it was an outdoor ice cream shop, and it was raining. And it was raining crazy. But we made some promises to some certain people about getting some ice cream. That one over there. And so we pull up, and their height is 8.4 feet. So I'm like, okay, we got an inch to spare. We should be fine. Someone's wrong. Either theirs was 8.3 feet tall, or our van is actually 8.4 feet. I don't know who was wrong. All I know is that somebody was wrong, because we pull up, we get the ice cream on our hands, and as we pull forward, from the very front to the very back, we hear.
I didn't hear it.
So we get out, we inspect it. There's a little scratch on the very top of the hood, or very top of the van. No one's going to notice it unless they're looking down on us. So it just is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. What else did we do? Anything else?
Vivi was doing some swimming.
Yep. Oh yes, Vivi. I wish she was here to tell you about it. But Vivi did her first swim from one end to the other end of the swimming pool. So that was super exciting for her. We had an amazing Royal Ranger event. So we got there. They thought they were only going to have one boy. They turned out having like 15 boys there. We did the Dart Award. We got to pray with some Ranger commanders. We got a, let's see, we had four boys get saved. I almost got evangelistical there. Is it 5? It was 4, right? But 4 boys get saved, and just a really good time. Did you guys have a good time doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the boys nailed it, man. The little girls went to rainbows and prims. Prims had a ice cream party, and the rainbows did all kinds of little crafts, and they just came back. The girls loved it. It was a great church. Lighthouse Assembly of God was super awesome. The pastor was so nice to us. We just had a blast. So, anybody else have anything that they want to add? Next week we're going to Virginia, or tomorrow we're going to Virginia, Massanutten, and we're going to be ministering in, let's see, we're going to be at Blue Ridge Community College one day, we're going to be in Charlottesville one day, and Orange Assembly of God one day. So we are excited about moving. Keep us in your prayers, and have a great day. We'll see you. God bless. Bye-bye.